you doing?
So hi there, Ted. Podcast number uno.
It's actually number 2, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
But it's the official number 1.
Yeah, official. We did a very long first podcast just to try everything out, and
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a live podcast, but
We didn't have the balls to do it.
something like that. Yeah. Well, we have thought about a little bit the format and how to do this.
Yeah.
Now we think we have found our format, so yeah, we're giving it a try.
Yeah, so it's pretty much going to be in broader terms. It's going to be, or the plan for now at least, is to have one question per episode, and we really dig in deep to that. If I understood you correctly, your idea.
Well, yeah, I feel that that's probably an easier way to make content, but of course we will probably talk around stuff also.
Yeah. Probably.
So the first episode.
Yeah.
How to start YouTube.
Yes, and a couple of things to think about. I mean, the short answer would be, okay, go to youtube.com, create an account,
Yeah.
and be done. Just follow the steps. But
To all the people that don't know, you just need to have a Gmail account,
yeah.
a Google account,
they will get all your information
and sell it.
and sell it. And yeah. No, but I mean, when we talked about this, the first sort of thing that popped into my head was, okay, but how can you? I mean, everybody, like we said, everybody can create a YouTube channel. Is really just log on and be done. But how can you sustain it, and like the things to think about for you to be able to, I guess, do it for a long period of time? Because as we've seen with a couple of our, let's call them associates, friends and
Former friends.
Yeah, former friends. Now, the people that have been interested in this and wanting to start a channel, and they're like, oh, they're just in it for the moment, for the fast sort of thing. But then I guess that's also sort of where we found each other, because we were the ones left who were really serious about it, and we found something that we can continue with for a longer period of time. So I think I guess that was my my point to.
But we had found each other before that.
That is true. That is true.
But before we give the advice, or not advice on what to not do in the beginning,
Yeah.
can you just tell me and the people who are listening, the two people maybe,
Yeah.
our mothers probably, how did you start your YouTube channel, and maybe a little bit about why?
Yeah.
And the mistakes that you wouldn't do today.
I would probably do them today again. I never learn. No, I mean, for me, I just wanted to get out of the sort of hamster wheel. I'm still in it, but I just wanted something that is mine. This is my project, I don't know if you want to call it life goal or whatever, but it is sort of that.
How long have you been doing YouTube?
This is my 3rd year, and what is March now? So 3 years and 3 months. I know that because I started the 1st of January 2017. I probably created the channel a couple of days before, but I uploaded the first video 1st of January 2017. And that was just like, I just decided that that's the date and that's the deadline. I got to have a video up. That's it. Doesn't matter what happens. It's got to be up by that time.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Go ahead.
I just have to tell all the people that when you did this, you didn't have a Facebook account. You didn't have an Instagram account. You went from not existing
0 to
on
100.
the web.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you were Mr. Ted Walks.
Yeah, Ted Walks or something like that. We changed the name a couple of times there in the beginning.
I still loved Ted Walks.
Yeah, I might pick that up again. I'm starting to rekindle that a little bit again. Maybe a website, Ted Walks or something like that. I don't know. Don't steal it now if you hear this.
Stolen.
No, but
my mom just stole your,
yeah.
your account.
We should talk about your account, your Instagram account, though. That's a funny story.
Yeah.
No, but I just had that deadline and then I just started. But I planned it before, so just like you mentioned, I didn't have anything. Honestly don't like it. I don't like the social media, the way it's shaped. I guess I don't understand Facebook at all.
You don't like to brag about things.
Probably not. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I like to talk about things, but yeah, probably like you say,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, here I am doing this.
You don't
Like,
want to show people what you eat all the time.
no, exactly. And yeah, but after a short while, I understood that okay, you probably need to have this one thing can feed the other, and so on. So it's, I mean, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna start a YouTube channel, you might as well go ahead and just get all the others as well.
Yeah.
Still haven't logged on to TikTok though. Thinking about that one.
I have actually logged in there, but
Okay.
yeah, I think that's an interesting thing to think about when it comes to all the new platforms. And I know that people are out there are often saying that you have to be on all platforms
Yeah.
because you might be missing out. And of course, the early adopters in platforms very often have really large growth.
Yeah.
But I feel that if you're gonna do all the platforms at the same time,
Yeah,
you will of course be lacking.
Yeah.
And in the end, if you're just doing it to do it, you won't be loving it.
Yeah, we're still talking about starting, so
Yeah.
let's just assume that you don't
Exactly.
have endless amount of money and time on your on your side,
Yeah.
and you're like pretty much like us, where we're parents. We have normal, or not normal jobs, but we have jobs, and
I play around all day.
and responsibilities and whatnot. I mean, yeah. So we're really. I mean, like now it's 9:46 at night. So this is.
Yeah, my kids are sleeping.
Yeah. I don't know where Albert is. I think he's asleep. I hope so.
He's walking in the forest.
Yeah,
like his
probably.
dad.
No, but I mean, in the beginning, you obviously need to. Let's just assume that you don't have, like I said, endless amount of time and money. So yeah, you need to really plan things, and yeah, that's pretty much what I did in the beginning. But then I think it's Bill Gates who said it. I mean, you can plan and you can prepare, but sometimes you just gotta go. And that was
Just
January
do it.
1st, 2017, and just did it, and that's it.
Okay,
Started.
question for you.
Yeah.
In the beginning, your channel was a little bit about some different things.
Yeah.
You had,
I guess.
well, you had a large car. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. I mean,
Truck.
I did I have that in the beginning though?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I bought a camper van, and I sort of dedicated a lot of obviously money and time into that, and filming and being able to travel around. The original idea was to be able to go up north a lot more, and I mean, I don't know anybody up north in Sweden. I just know that the environment and everything up there is just where I want to be and what I want to experience and what I want to see. But I don't have like a base there, and going up north and just staying in a tent all the time is not doable in the long run.
Cold.
It is, yeah. So that was sort of the idea, that be able to have your home on wheels, and just being able to extend your stay outdoor, and yeah, go about your business. And we did a couple of trips. I wish I could have done more, but yeah, that was part of the beginning as well. But the original plan was, I mean, going.
Did you have an original plan? Or
Yeah. It's still.
You
the
think
same.
about stuff before you do them.
Yeah, it's
Not like me.
Sometimes I just flip a coin.
Yeah.
You have no idea how true that is, though.
Yeah.
I have a coin in my hat.
I
in
know
my,
you do.
Yeah.
And your cowboy hat.
Yes, there's a coin. So if you push comes to shove, you just flip the coin and
Left or right.
yeah, hey, let's go. No, but the plan is still to be able to wake up one day and just wanting to travel somewhere or go someplace and do that, but also record it and then be able to sort of live from that, be it a review that you make during your trip, or just recording the trip itself, or whatever it might be. Yeah. But hey, let's talk about you.
Let's talk about me. What about me then?
Yeah. What
Me, me,
about
me,
you?
me, me.
When did you start? Did we start at the same year, or
I'm not sure because
you probably had yours before mine,
yeah,
as everything else in our relationship?
well, I did have a YouTube channel, but I mostly used it for my as a way to show my clients
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what work I was doing. So
Oh yeah, I forget you're serious. Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, I used it as a tool
Yeah,
for my
like a
clients.
portfolio
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah, exactly. And today I would say that it's probably the opposite, and I've taken away a lot of my
Ah,
old.
you've taken down.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
or at least I'm not sure if they're off totally, but you
It's
can't see the videos.
deactivated,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
have them on Vimeo.
I think I deactivated my first video as well.
Yeah,
It's embarrassing.
yeah. But I actually have my first video.
Ah, you do?
That's the only one I have because I'm a little bit maybe not proud, but it's fun to see it sometimes.
I still got it. I will reactivate it someday.
But how I started, I've told the story a couple of times in different ways because sometimes your mind, or at least my mind, plays tricks on me, and I think that I've done stuff because of a reason that's not always true. And when I've thought about this extensively, I remember that I started YouTubing and talking about cameras and film gear and photography gear because I knew that we have Mr. Neistat.
Yeah, yeah.
He was very ambitious and successful with his channel.
Yeah.
So when Casey started Beam, he had this video app for a while there, and I was like, man, he uses this to market something else. And as you know, I'm working on this app called Stuff Smart.
Yep.
So
I do know.
from the beginning, it was just a way to maybe use YouTube and the presence there to have the ability to talk to people about the app Stuff Smart.
Yeah.
And now, like 2 years later, 2.5 years later, I still haven't mentioned Stuff Smart.
Yeah.
I think I did once in the beginning, but yeah. So now it's more than that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, but that's I mean, it really is a platform. You just take a look at where we are now and how we sort of got here. I mean, in this very room and where we are in the VU store.
Yeah, exactly. Where are we, Ted?
Yeah. So we're at your workplace, VU store.
Office place, studio, workplace, all together.
This actual room, though, is called Siberia.
Yeah.
So,
do you know why it's called Siberia?
I don't know, far away from the other.
Yeah, because I know that all the people that's watching this is a part of our office at VU store here in Malmö, Sweden. And this room, when I started working here, I mean, it was filled with junk.
Yeah.
I mean, from floor to ceiling, it was crazy. And if you wanted something here, you had to walk quite a long way, and it felt like it was detached from the rest of the office space. And I mean, you didn't want to be here, so I started calling it Siberia. And now 2 years later, it's everybody refers to it as Siberia. But now a couple of months ago, we decided to make this into a pod studio.
Yeah, and here we are,
podcast studio.
But my point with that was that we are, of course, we're going to mention where we are every once in a while, and it's going to be pretty obvious for people.
Yeah.
But we're still using this.
Buy your photo gear at VuStore.com.
But we're still using YouTube and the platform to make a podcast, obviously, but also, using it and helping them to help us, to help them, to help us, I guess.
To help us.
Yeah.
And
so how did it start? What happened?
Yeah, well, that was probably the real reason why I really started with like really YouTubing and started about talking about cameras. My first video was probably about the Panasonic GH5, which I had bought, I was going to buy because it wasn't out, but I was like, okay, this looks like a great camera.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's make a video about it coming out. So that was probably 3 years ago, because it hadn't come out yet. It was like a few months, and I was talking about the road to buying the Panasonic GH5. I had the GH4. The GH5 was going to come out in a while. So that was my beginning and your beginning. What uh, if your best friend in the whole wide world or your son would start YouTube today? Can you give me 3 pointers that you would give him
Um,
or her if your friend is a girl?
yeah, I mean, I actually this is pretty interesting. I had a yeah, go ahead. I had a follower, a subscriber. He is he's also thinking about doing YouTube and starting pretty much doing. We got the same sort of interests, obviously, and
Walking.
yeah, walking, being cold, miserable, and we talked about it, and then we met a couple of times, and he wanted me to come with him on an adventure and stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, and he was like, well, I got so many ideas and all that. I was like, that's cool, do it, go ahead, start, just do it. It's really just that, just get into the water and figure out for yourself if this is really something that you want to do.
So first tip,
Just do it.
don't contemplate too much.
No, just do it. Just get used to being in front of the camera. Just do.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, pretty much flip it. No, but upload one episode. You don't need to make it official, or it's official, right? Yeah. But just upload it, because if you've done that, you've done the whole process. You've filmed it, you edited it, you uploaded it, and then you watch it for yourself, or you let somebody else see it, and don't ask, or yeah, maybe ask them what they think, but also just look at their reactions. If they look bored, it's boring. If they laugh, it's good. If they're like, you can tell on a person's face. Don't watch your video with them. Look at them and see how they react. I done that, and it's really wow.
Yeah.
You get so I put hours into this, and your face is like,
Yeah.
come on.
The
But-
one thing I would say there that it's about, or it's probably one of my tips is depending on which audience, know your audience. So
Yeah.
if you have to ask probably somebody that is supposed to be
That
your
is true.
audience. So if, I mean, don't ask your, I know you have a lovely mom,
Yeah.
but don't ask your mother about what she thinks, because she's probably gonna say that it's great.
Yeah.
But ask somebody that's a little bit in your sphere, or
Find people. Use Facebook. Find people who are interested
Facebook,
and
yeah,
in
perfect.
your world and your interest, and just have them take a look at this. Do you find this interesting?
Yeah.
And then
you probably do
start.
have a friend that does something similar, or
Yeah.
has that.
or it should be fairly easy to find one.
Yeah.
I mean, with internet and all.
Yeah.
So yeah, just do it, upload, and do the full circle, so to say, and then after that, I would just how can you keep this alive for a long time, and think about different angles of the same
Tip
thing.
number 3,
Yeah, I think so.
sustainability.
Yeah, staying alive, staying afloat,
Yeah.
because it's that's, I think, if you just have an interest, okay, but what else is around that interest? And like, for instance, with my friend, he told me, I want to film this adventure that we're going on. Okay, I said to him that, okay, so your first video is going to be this adventure that we're going on. Yeah. And then I just explained to him that, okay, well, I wouldn't bet all my eggs in that basket, because you would want to prepare before, and you would want to know what angles you should shoot from, what works, what doesn't. You don't want to experience all that out in that adventure. So do all the preparations, and do preparation videos. How do you prepare for this adventure? So split it up, not just I'm doing a little bit more now, like behind the scenes and what else is there to talk about, because I can't explain everything in just like adventure videos or reviews. So there's more content to be created. So you really gotta explore all the options that are there. Don't just do the actual thing, but film and create around that, because that will improve your actual thing that you want to shoot, like adventures or whatever you're into, cameras, and there's so many, like, if you would go into settings and film, this setting will do this, and comparisons and whatnot. So I told him that, but do all the preparations and show us the preparations, and just make one video, and just show me one video. I will not help you. I will not. I mean,
But that is help.
yeah, it is help, but I
You're
will,
actually helping.
Yeah, yeah, but
I
I'm
understand
just
what you
saying.
mean.
I'm not gonna drag you. I will, if you make a video, I will definitely see it and give you feedback on that. But I will not be there, film you, and because I mean,
You have
you can't depend on anybody
things
else.
to do and people to see.
Yeah, places to go. No, but that's the key is that, or the point is that you can't depend on other people doing it for you, because
Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah.
They're not going to, and that then it's gonna fall on its ass. So you have to understand. I think that's the key thing. You have to understand that you are yeah. I mean, you could do like us. That's a great thing, collaboration. But at the end, I am the one who's sitting there editing my own videos. You are.
Well, we don't actually do collabs. We just help each other.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, okay, you
Sort
are
of.
in my videos
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
as a model.
Yeah, you're behind my videos,
Yeah,
filming me. No, but
I don't have the model face for
oh,
it.
you're there sometimes. But yeah, you. I will invite you more. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, but understand that if it's going to get done, you're the one that's going to do it.
Especially in the beginning when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't have
whoa,
when you don't have 200 videos to show off.
Yes.
The day that you do have 200 videos, you probably will have a lot of people asking you to come and help you for free.
Yeah.
I can actually tell you that through VooStore and
If
through
you're Arbor, not Ted, no one asked me.
no, but it's probably
Yeah,
because
they
of
did.
VooStore as well, I
Yeah.
believe. But I have a couple people that have asked me, I'm gonna come and help you for free.
Yeah.
The thing is, when it comes to my doing me doing the videos,
Yeah.
a big part of that is that I want to be spontaneous and do the videos when I want to do them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it could be that, okay, right now I don't want to do a video,
Yeah.
but in 10 minutes I'm like fired up about a video.
Yeah.
And for me to call somebody, even if it's people that I really like, because actually a lot of the people that have asked me are very nice people.
Yeah.
The thing that I love about YouTube is that you can be spontaneous, and you know me, I'm not a planning guy, which my wife is a little bit angry about. So yeah, that's a little bit hard. I'm sorry, just to get back to the question. So just do it, number one. Sustainability was actually number 3. Which was number 2? It was
You had number 2.
What I had number 2. What was that?
I don't know. We're getting too old.
Yeah,
Losing memory.
yeah.
We have to rewind this and.
Yeah,
listen.
probably.
You had it. I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot. It doesn't matter. We can see it, listen to it.
But yeah, just do it. Do the full circle and sustainability, and find different ways to discover the same thing, and expect a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
I don't think. To be honest, in the beginning, when I started, I had a rule,
Yeah.
or I had 2 rules. Shoot the video for
the
maximum
1
1 hour,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
to edit the video in 1 hour.
Yeah.
And that was my rule in the beginning, and the videos weren't too good, but it actually got me starting. And I think that a lot of people in the beginning could have some similar rule when they say, okay, I'm just going to put in a half a day at this, just to have something published and just getting the feedback, and how are you promoting it, how are you using like the different features in YouTube analytics and tags and whatever. One thing, a tip that I would like to give for people that are starting, and this is not a how-to, this is more of a thing that is not how to not do. It's, I mean, for a while there were a lot of people that wanted to do these travel videos, and it's a part of the sustainability of that you were talking about, but thinking ahead and thinking, okay, can I actually travel all the time?
Yeah.
And will people be interested
Exactly.
in waiting half a year for my next travel? That's a very hard thing to have, build a momentum in.
Yeah.
And as you said there, if you don't make it about the travel, but what you're doing in your travels. I mean, you could actually say that you have a travel channel, but you talk about what you're doing in your
Adventure,
travels.
please. Adventure. Okay.
Of course, adventures. Adventures. But the sustainability and people are actually hungry to learn, and they don't just want to see the highlights from a trip. They
No,
actually want to
exactly.
see how you got there,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which shoes you used, what gear, how you tie your shoes, and
Yeah.
all of
Yeah,
those
no,
things.
exactly. That's a really important thing as well. Just like you mentioned, because honestly, you have to think about what am I giving. Yeah, you can come and watch me do this, that, and the other, but people are really not that interested. They're interested in the place, not maybe so much in you. You just have to live with that.
Mm.
In my case, at
At
least.
least in the beginning,
Yeah, yeah.
and even us, we've been doing this for a while. We're not. People don't search Arbor Bachai, what he ate
No, no, no.
yesterday. They search for things on the Panasonic GH5, the Blackmagic Pocket
And
cameras,
boom,
whatever.
there this guy is.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's the thing. What are you? I'm always trying to consider what am I giving to my audience.
yeah.
What is the exchange here? Am I just? And I'm really scared about that. That's kind of why this podcast is also like, or am I just sitting here talking about myself, or are we actually giving something to our listeners or viewers? I think that's a really crucial thing to think about. That could be number
Sometimes
two.
by talking about yourself, you're actually giving them something
Could be,
because
yeah.
you're talking about your successes and your
And
faults and
mistakes.
mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But give that. Don't just be like, hey, I'm here doing this.
yeah, people,
Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
What am I getting from that?
Yeah, it's like people that start by making a vlog.
Yeah.
If it's, there are some vlogs that are really, really good.
There are.
Yeah, there are. I have two. I would say today that Casey Neistat that we talked about before.
The old.
He's actually born 1981 as
No, but
well.
I mean the old videos.
Yeah, but
they were a lot better.
Yeah,
Now
I haven't seen him in a
No,
while.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Now it's like.
but it was a vlog style.
Yeah.
And there's this young girl that I follow. I've forgotten her name. That's crazy.
Your memory is scaring.
Yeah, scaring me. It's probably the carnivore diet.
Don't worry, you forgot about it. So.
But she also makes these vlogs. But it is a video that she puts out every month. But it's like a vlog.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
But
So
what's interesting about because I know Casey, but I know of the videos. But what's interesting with her then? What are the what are we taking away? What is the exchange there? What are we getting?
She often has like this topic that she's talking about in her videos. Maybe she's making somebody in her family happy about something by buying them a house, and then she takes us on a journey on how she did that. But she does it in a vlog form where she's filming herself, filming her friends, filming her family.
Yeah.
I can't really.
I mean, you share the joy, so that
Yeah.
could be something that you get
So
out
it's
of that.
kind of a vlog, but for most people, and that was what I wanted to come to. A vlog is probably nothing, or is not a thing that you should start with because, you should do whatever makes you happy.
It will hit you hard.
But if you're out and trying to make content that people will search for, or then a vlog is very hard today.
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah, I would say so too. How to is your sort of help or your light in the darkness?
Yeah, that is probably one of the things that I talk to people who ask me is start with how-to videos because people really want to learn how to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I give the advice, but I don't take my own advice, and that's why this video is gonna be named, or the podcast is gonna be made, "How to Start YouTube," because people search for that, and that's a way to grow. And if people like that video, they might subscribe to your channel.
So yeah, let that be the receipt. If you don't know about us and you're watching this for the first time, plug. Psyched.
Yeah, you have to subscribe to three places. So this podcast, or actually for the podcast, you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Channels.
Yeah, to this YouTube channel. Then you have to subscribe to Ted.
Yeah.
Ted Veyrum, and to me, Arbor Bachai. But to be honest, I think that we are probably serving three different audiences.
Yeah.
This audience is probably going to be the people who want to learn more about YouTube and hear about our journey.
Yeah.
The people who subscribe to your channel are people who are interested in outdoors, adventures.
Just the best people, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the 7,000 best people in the world.
in the world.
And the people who subscribe to my channel are probably people who want to learn more about camera gear.
And about you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, that's the thing you told me. You're not that personal on your channel.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm thinking about.
Should you be, yeah, I mean that's an interesting. I mean, how do you balance personality? Because if you want people to subscribe, I would recommend put a little stain of personality in there.
Yeah.
Because yeah, either
You
you
should.
like it or you don't. But don't expect everyone to like your video.
Yeah.
But
I know. I think that's a thing that you do very good. That you have a lot of your personality in your videos, and often when I see those videos, it's like hanging out with you
yeah,
a day. I have a hard time with it. I don't feel that I'm personal at all in my videos. I'm more like a robot. I think I'm much funnier in real life.
yeah,
That's probably the thing that everybody thinks.
that's
but
what you think.
Yeah. Hope my wife does it.
No, but that's the thing, because that's also coming back to the sustainability thing. Because if you're just doing sort of the work, like we're talking about this camera, it has this features and this is that, and just name drop all the things there. And if you don't let your personality out, I think it's true for a lot of things that you work with.
Yeah.
You need to put a little personal touch on things and just have fun with it and enjoy it.
I'm gonna say something that I say really often to you.
I
You're
look good.
right. You're right. I'm
I
gonna.
thought it
I'm
was
gonna
the-
be.
I thought it
more-
was the other one.
Yeah. Which one?
That I look good.
Yeah. Don't tell my wife.
No, you say that scary amount of times.
Yeah, but you do look good.
No, I need to hear
You're
it.
like a
That's good.
modern type of Viking.
Yeah, maybe.
You are.
Maybe. I don't know about the beard these days, but anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so sustainability, just do it, and we're forgetting the number 2 again.
Well, the thing that you said is like, don't wait for anybody else to. I'm just gonna make that
Yeah.
really short in a sentence. Don't wait for anybody else to help you. Do it yourself.
Yeah. Expect to always do it yourself. Don't expect anybody to want to hear your stuff, or listen to your stuff, or see your things. People are busy doing their own stuff.
Okay.
And have fun with it.
Yeah,
Really do.
fun. I mean, if you don't have fun doing this, I mean, as you said, it's gonna be a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
But if you're not having fun, you won't do it.
No.
So a question for you, Ted. What would you do different in your start today? If you were starting a channel today, which we actually are doing,
Yeah.
what would you do different today if you were starting out?
If I would start out today.
What a sigh.
Yeah, that's it's been so many years.
Veteran in the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but find the balance a little bit more. I can be, or I've heard that I can be pretty intense. I can really dig into it and not come out of that hole until I'm done. But I mean, that's the way I am, I guess. But
Is that a thing that you say when you're on an interview for new work?
that's the way I am.
Can you please tell me something bad about yourself? Well, I do love my work a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's the way I am.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
No,
you.
that's fine. That's the way you are.
Yeah.
No, but I find the balance a little bit more and understand that you have time. Talking about a friend, Gary V, that we don't know either, but we listen a lot to him. Gary Vaynerchuk, he understand that there is time, and understand also that it will take time. It will take a lot of time to get. It will not happen in a night or a year, or it could. I mean, it depends, obviously, but let's just assume that.
When you
normal
talk
people.
about balance, what can you be more specific?
What I'm saying is that do it, don't overdo it, have fun with it, and enjoy it, because that's how you will last for a long time. I realized in the beginning you had like rules, like 1 hour filming, 1 hour editing, and that's it. That's the rule. And for me, it was like I need to make videos in the woods all the time. And after that works in the beginning. You have your rules and you're set, and that you're like, yeah, this is my sound, this is who I am, and this is my sort of YouTube personality, and this is what people can expect. But I think we're starting to see now more from other bigger creators too, that they're like, we need to expand. We want to show you other things, because we are so much more than just Abbe with cameras, or Ted walking in the woods, or doing adventures, or doing reviews. We are so much more, and we still want to have fun. And I love doing reviews. I love being out, because it's a way for me to do filming reviews, and it's a way for me to do all those things, and get
Okay.
closer to my dream.
Just to come to a follow up, then. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm interrupting you
me,
again.
yeah.
So you're actually saying that you would, in the beginning, maybe have more variant.
No, what I mean when I'm saying talking about balance, sure, talk about different things, but the balance is just to, at least for me, to
Or
be able to,
work-life balance.
yes,
Okay.
to turn it off.
That's what I thought in the beginning.
Yeah,
But
I was kind of derailing there, but yeah, some people have easy for that. I don't. I'm really like intense to things, and I really want to get it done. I have zero patience. I just like, I want it yesterday.
I think we're the same there.
Yeah, and a lot of people are. You want the results, and you're like, no, I'm not
So
getting
how
them.
is the balance going? I mean, it's 22:15
Yeah,
on a Thursday,
yeah.
and you've been working all day long.
Yeah.
So how is the balance going for you right
It's
now?
going good, because I'm optimizing, because Albert is staying at my mom's since I'm working late. So this is the time. When you have the time, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
And that's, again, like we mentioned before, expect things to take time.
Mm.
But back on track there, sort of YouTube life balance, that don't forget to spend time with other people, I guess.
Yeah.
And at least for me, I'm really like, I mean, this is to call this my sort of hobby. No, that's the understatement of the year. This is like I mentioned in the beginning. This is my dream. This is
Your
my
passion.
Yeah. This is my life goal. So it's not something that I can just turn off. I can set it aside for a little while, but I can't turn it off. I can't help it.
When it comes to life work balance, to be honest, I gave up even trying.
Life.
Yeah, I gave up. No, but I mean, for me, I'm working with something that I really like.
That's the thing.
And the thing is that even if I try to have that life work balance, I know that when I am at home, sometimes I'm still working.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even if I'm not at the computer, I might
It's
be
in your
working
head.
in my head.
It's
So I have
all
a
in your
really
head.
I have a really hard time to just letting work go, because it is my hobby.
Yeah. I mean, I thought about this a lot, and I've been in a lot of discussions about this, and I mean, the balance, I guess, is that when it's done, it's done. Because you're always like, I just gotta finish this last thing, and I just gotta. Yeah, if I just can let me upload the video. It's like a drug, and you can almost hear me like, it's just let me
Precious.
yeah, just let me upload my precious. No, but just let me finish it, and then after that, you can like take a couple of days off, and just like, okay, don't, no, I'm not gonna film anymore, because now I'm done. And I got tips to schedule my editing, and my sort of YouTube hours.
So shooting for 1 hour and
Yeah.
editing for 1 hour.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It doesn't really work like that. I mean, honestly, my day today, this day, I woke up late today, and late is at 7. I woke up 5:30 yesterday, went to the gym and all those things. But
I actually get all your notifications. Oh, Ted just went to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm
Ted.
preparing for something, so
Yeah.
which we should talk about later.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wake up at 7, go to the gym, come back, eat breakfast, and then go to my job, have lunch. On the lunch break, I sit down with my computer, and I continue to edit.
You must be really fun working with.
I think my colleagues love me. Where is he? We don't know. We don't care. We just
He's in the
lost
closet
him a long
editing.
time ago. Yeah. And then finished work, bought some food, got over here, and now we're doing this.
Yeah.
This is that day.
So your balance is your way of balancing work life or YouTube life, everything else is like when you do have the time, you really do work, and when
I
you
try
don't have
to,
the
yeah,
time,
and
you
then
try
I
to be a little
exact
freer.
when I'm free, I try to be free, and when I work, I just really want to work so I can get it done, so I don't need to think about it. So I can actually try to turn it off when I'm free.
Mm.
I'm supposed to upload a video like 2 hours ago. I'm thinking about that,
Yeah.
but now we're doing this, and then yeah, I wanted to show you that video and get your feedback on it before I
Looking forward to it.
yeah, because yeah, I mean you just don't want to put. We're at this level now. We just don't want to put out anything. No, but
Yeah. Well, to be honest, we've been doing this for a while, so of course the standard is always gonna go up, and
people
up.
expect certain things.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
both. I mean, both from us and from our viewers. Everybody expects something.
mm.
So
Uh,
yeah.
I would like to share two things that I've been asked, or when having conversations with people, because if you don't know, every person I meet, I'm like, you have to start YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, yeah.
Why? Well, you mean the opportunity, and you can do your passion. And if your passion is food, talk about food, or your passion is water, talk about water, whatever. Two things that I hear very often. Number one is, well, there is all there are so many videos where people already talk about that.
Yeah.
It could be perfumes, it could be sports sneakers, it could be
Cameras.
cameras. I mean, in my world, everybody's talking about cameras.
Yeah.
But that is a thing that I would say to people on how to start YouTube. Even if it is a very crowded place, people are looking for that different voice, your opinion, your way of doing stuff, or tutorials or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, every time I hear that, I really become like a little bit sad, because I mean, there is such a big hole where people can put their content, people will love it.
Yeah. And I mean, uh, don't always assume that people want to hear a big voice
Mm.
because the bigger you would
Or an
get,
old voice.
yeah,
They might be.
they just want to hear a new sound. I mean, uh, when you get really, 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 really big and you get a lot of stuff before everyone else, how? I mean,
Yeah, how does
are
that
you,
feel, Ted?
are you still honest all the time? I mean, I'm talking the really, really big
Yeah,
cats. Or
yeah.
how does
That's
that
an
work?
episode of a podcast episode to talk about
Yeah,
the honesty and the hard things to.
yeah. I mean, if you're just getting a bunch of things for free and a lot of merch and products and all that stuff, and you're like, yeah, now I'm supposed to like this, but do you really? Or how honest is that review or whatever of the thing that you got for free that you don't really need or that you honestly don't care about? But if you're Mr. New person just starting out,
And you have gear that you've bought for yourself, but that is
yeah,
also hard. But because when you buy things, you
yeah,
have invested your hard-earned money.
yeah. But that's the gut.
Yeah.
That's the honest review right there. The
Yeah.
things that you bought yourself.
Yeah, but people tend to like the things they buy.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can just share your little tips and tricks on that. So there, whatever you got, you don't even need to buy things. If you drew a painting or if whatever, if you just made it yours, you put you have some sort of emotional connection with a thing, an experience, or whatever. You can talk about that and you can make a video about
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
I jumped out of an airplane. I think
You
I,
did actually.
yeah, I took down that video. I
Crazy
think
ass.
because it
Why?
just no, it wasn't relevant to my channel.
Of course it was adventure.
Nah, yeah, I don't know.
You took that down.
Yeah, it didn't do too well. So I was like, okay, I guess
Don't-
it just deactivated it, so
Yeah.
I can still reactivate it. But I mean, that was like an experience, and I'm actually talking about that a little bit now in the coming video, an experience that or something that I did, and my thoughts around that. So there's so much content you can create. You just need to sort of unlock your imagination. It doesn't need to be, hey, I read this book and this is it has 200 pages and it's weighed this much and la la. La. Just there's other things that you can really dig into, and your personal thoughts and experiences with this thing or this whatever happened, or your thoughts. I mean, I think if you take a look at what Casey Neistat did in the beginning, he was always surfing on the sort of trend wave. I think that's a really good way of getting a lot of views. Okay, well, like now, let's mention coronavirus. Let's talk about that for
What?
yeah. Let's make a how to not get infected by the coronavirus. What's true, what's not, fake
I think
news.
I'm gonna
And
make
blah,
that
blah,
video
blah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you would probably get eaten by now because there's a lot of people doing it. But I mean, if you can surf on those trends, but then
That's actually hacking the YouTube
yeah algorithm. But the flip
both, yeah.
yeah, but the flip side of that, if you don't like that, I mean, we could do that. We understand that's a thing, but that's not the type of channel that I want to have. I want to have the
Yeah.
channel where hopefully we get this exchange, me and my viewers, not just the viewers getting something from me, but also me getting
Violent Viking.
but also me getting something back from my viewers. I really, really do appreciate the
Yeah.
feedback and everything that I get from the best viewers in the world.
Yeah, I don't always appreciate the feedback. I have some followers that are really nasty to me. Yeah.
Hard. Yeah.
Another thing that just to come with another tip, another thing that when I talk to people about starting YouTube, is that some people they feel that they have to be experts in their field.
Yeah,
They have to know everything, and
you don't.
yeah, far from. I mean, when I started, or I didn't start, but one of the first YouTubers or like video creators that I follow was a guy, or he is a guy called Dave Dugdale. Dave Dugdale. He's a man in his 50s, and he has had a channel that's called learningdslrvideo.com. I think that
Boom.
was the video, the
Yeah.
name of his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But the premise for that channel was that, well, hi guys, I don't know really what I'm doing. He was super honest about it. This is me learning.
I already like this guy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he is. I mean, he could be like, maybe not my dad. My dad is older than that, but he's
Your sibling.
yeah, probably. But I mean, that was such a great way of making content,
Yeah.
being honest about that
Yeah, yeah.
you're learning stuff, and he was, or he is still, a great educator. He was very early on YouTube,
Yeah.
and he doesn't upload as often, but super honest. I've
I think
learned.
that's a great tip.
Yeah, I've learned
Learn
so
together
much.
with your crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, and be honest. Well, I'm not sure. I'm learning, and
Don't,
if
don't
you,
pretend to be something that you're not, because
that's probably one of the biggest,
yeah,
because I
people
mean,
will spot that.
yeah, I mean, there are so many people that don't do YouTube, that watch YouTube videos, that are so educated when it comes to different topics, that if you're trying to bullshit somebody,
Yeah, yeah.
you will get crap
Welcome
from that.
to the internet, son.
Yeah, and sometimes, I mean, to be honest, I've done this a couple of times where I've been thought that I've known stuff,
Yeah.
and then I realized that, oh, I was wrong, and then I
Yeah.
tried to in my other videos. Often when I get to those points, I go into my the notifications, the text under the video,
Yeah, the
And-
description box.
yeah, the description, and I write what I said wrong,
Yeah.
because you can't just take down, or you could probably take down the video. If it was something that was that wrong, I would take it down. But
Or you can just pin the comment and say,
Yeah,
"Hey,
exactly.
I just saw this." Yeah,
this was wrong. I mean, I did this just a couple of weeks ago.
yeah,
I was talking about a battery
yeah,
for a camera that I use, and I had success. It worked perfectly for me. But then I talked to 3 other people on Instagram, and they said that it didn't work for them.
Mm.
So then I wrote that exact line,
yeah.
so people wouldn't go out and buy it, because this video was about 5
Yeah, I mean,
batteries.
because you're
of
putting your name
yeah,
on it. So
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I had
So-
the same thing. I was doing a review on, I think it was a pair of pants or something, or
Pantalones.
pantalon or a jacket. It has was a Fjällräven jacket. It had the G1000, and then there was like a G1000.
What is G1000, Ted?
Is the
For the normal people in the world.
is the fabric that
Material.
it's a fabric that Fjällräven use on a lot of their garments and products. And there was stretch fabric, and I think I said in the video that you can just wax that as well. That's no problem. But then somebody caught me on that, and I don't know why I said it, and then I like, and it was like a couple of years old, that video. I was like, what is this guy talking about?
So you couldn't.
Well, you can, but you shouldn't, because
You can do a lot of things
You
that
can
you
do a lot of
shouldn't.
things.
Okay, I understand.
no, but no, you shouldn't, because the risk of it going burning through or not working out for you is it's
That part
Right.
of the garment is going to
Yeah.
be elastic, of course.
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's-
exactly.
yeah.
So you shouldn't do. I don't know why I said it, but yeah. But that's the thing. You're human. You're going to make mistakes. So it's also about how you handle all those mistakes. I remember when things got talking about personality and all those things. I had a video that I made with my coworker, also my son. Uh, he
The best coworker in the world.
yeah, second best. You're the best.
Oh,
That's saying a lot, though.
Albert is my nemesis.
Yeah, no, but we were.
Did you like that, Albert?
No.
You're talking about food now.
He's the honest voice
I
there.
love
He's the
Albert.
canary in the cave, or whatever you call it. But no, we were doing I was filming in when we had the camper van, and I was filming in there, and he was being Albert. He's a child. He was 5 years old at the time. He's running around in the car making a lot of noise, as he does always. As you will see in the upcoming video, he's asking me in the middle of it, "Can I go to the bathroom and stuff?" So he knows that he can mess with me like that. So, but anyways, he's messing around in the back.
Shit your pants, boy.
Yeah. No, he's messing around in the back, making a lot of noise, and then I uploaded the video, and I think I uploaded it on Facebook as well, or into like a camper van group or something like that, and people saw it, and then there was this guy who he just said, "Hey, don't like this. There's a kid in the background making too much noise."
I remember this.
Yeah. So how do you handle that? You can go full frontal and be like, "You do not, you f you," and or you could take it like I did and take the feedback, and that's what I did. And I think I don't remember exactly what I told him, but I took that and I told him that hey, I understand that, but this is also my channel, and I rather have my son in it.
Yeah.
People saw that and they were like, we're rooting for Ted, and that felt great because I knew that, hey, this is your channel. You're the one who's there. You're the one who's doing it. You still own it, sort of, but so you're doing it. So back up your personality, and if you think it's right, I understand that it's annoying. It's not for everybody. It's my son. I'm not going to tell him to go out
Well,
because
he's
it's annoying somebody.
Yeah, he's a
Deal with
sidekick in
it.
your. He's
Yeah.
not just a person that.
He's
is
like
there, yeah.
94% of my channel.
I only watch your videos because of Albert.
Yeah. No, but that's the
I don't
thing.
give-
And I mean, I wouldn't want to do it without him. That's the thing. So if you don't like that, well, this is obviously not for everybody. Then and then it turns out we became friends. We haven't spoken in a while, but we talked about that, and we I think he was a subscriber for a little while at least.
You're so understanding people.
No, but you need to be. You need to understand where he comes from, and understand that he's annoyed with it and he's expecting something, and now it's something else. And then you just explain to him.
Yeah.
So
Managing expectations.
yeah, and treat the comment section as your business, because it is. I mean, I'm you know me, I'm very particular or peculiar or whatever the word is with the comments, because that's where I get the feedback and where I interact, and this is where I get what people are seeing and what they think. I don't know everyone, but they're telling me something, and that is really important to me. Like, what do you actually think? And it's the internet. You can tell me whatever you like. You can tell me to piss off if you like. I'm probably not gonna go and look you up.
Probably.
Probably. Stand outside your door.
No, but it is quite an effort people make
yeah.
when commenting. So I'm really bad at that. I try to be better, but yeah, I'm really bad at answering comments.
That's also
That's also a tip.
It is
How to-
the tip there is, if you're obviously, like we mentioned, there's people who are making videos about the same interest that you have. So in your case, for example, if you go to a channel where they're talking about cameras, if you leave your, like Gary Vee talked about this as well, if you leave your 2 cents, not if you say, what a great video, what am I going to do with that? I thanks, bro, appreciate it. But if you said, hey, what is, if you come with a good question, I love questions because that's the fuel for a new video. You can maybe answer that question in the next
Exactly.
video. So people need that. And if you're the frequent person who comes to a guy's or a girl's channel and you drop your thoughts on the video and you ask a couple of questions, wow, that's
Yeah.
great. I had those are the golden followers, my followers that I talk about.
Your followers are crazy.
Now they're the best.
Yeah, but I mean that in a very good way.
Yeah.
You have really positive followers.
But that's
I'm the only one who gives you a thumbs down.
no, I really appreciate the time and effort they take into the comments, and I treat that with a lot of respect, probably more than most people do. But again, if somebody took the time to actually write a nice like good comment on something that I did, that means the world to me.
Yeah.
It really does. I think it's super cool.
Yeah. So Ted, 55 minutes later.
We're supposed to do 30.
Yeah, 55 minutes. I think that's quite an okay time
Yeah.
for the podcast. What do you think people will say about our first podcast?
You guys suck.
Probably. I think people are gonna say that, well, Arbor is disrupting Ted all the time.
Yeah, we want to hear what Ted is saying. Can Arbor go home? No, I think they might say that I talk too much. I felt that I talked a lot. I mean, we
Well,
both did.
it
but
is
I
a
felt,
podcast.
Yeah, sure.
So if they think
But I
that,
wanted
they
to
should
invite
probably
you
do
a little bit
something
more.
else.
It should be 50-50 maybe, or maybe it doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, but I mean,
the
I
other
could
way.
interrupt you even more, like doing stuff like.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm in charge of this today. Next
we
time
go.
is probably you're gonna be. No, but so we've talked about a bunch of stuff,
Yeah,
but it's all been included on our thoughts
yeah,
and our what we've seen working for us and not
Yeah.
working, and for other people on how to start the YouTube or a YouTube journey or
Yeah.
a YouTube channel.
yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to?
There's a lot of things I would like to add. Let me just.
He
you
just
have-
said
you have-
that he talks too much.
You have 1 more hour. No, but
I have to buy ice cream for my wife.
yeah,
If I go home without ice cream,
you're toast.
there will not be a podcast number 2.
No, but that's actually what I'm trying to. If you guys or girls, everyone who's listening, if you have any question for us, we're not super duper. We're not at the end of the game.
How many followers do you have right now?
7,392.
Okay.
But who's counting?
But
I
who's
did not
counting?
check that for 1 hour.
Yeah, okay. That's very honest of you.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you have any questions, if you have any feedback on this episode, things that you like, things that you didn't like, maybe you can, if you're thinking about starting a channel, let us know. Let us know what your thoughts and what you're thinking about.
I would also say that I would love to, if you have any questions about you starting and you want feedback on your idea or whatever, just write it in the comments what your idea is. I would love to
Yeah.
have like a small conversation, or add us on Instagram. You will have all our contacts
Yeah.
in the show notes, everybody.
Don't ask us to subscribe to your channel because we won't. That's a hard thing to say.
I will.
But
I will. I will subscribe to everybody.
Think about what we mentioned before. What is this giving us? What is this giving us, the viewers? Not like what can you give me, but like the viewers.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing a channel that I have zero interest in,
Yeah.
then I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
I
not
mean,
gonna be-
subscribe.
you're not gonna
What is
get
that?
free handouts.
Ad for ad, or that people do on
Something
Instagram?
like that.
I don't think that works in the same way.
Probably not. I mean, no, it's
Hopefully
different
not. I think
platform.
people are more selective when subscribing to other people on
Yeah,
YouTube.
it needs to be your interests.
Yeah.
So
That's also why you can see some videos having like 10 million views, but they have like 30 subscribers,
Yeah.
because it's probably nothing that people want to see.
yeah, and you have to
Again.
think about that too. I mean, that's another part.
Yeah, that's another podcast.
Views
Okay,
and
Ted. Okay,
subscribers.
59 minutes and 30 seconds. Should we say goodbye to all the people and thank you so much for listening? We just have 20 seconds left. Ted,
Do we do? I don't know. How do we finish? We don't have an outro.
we don't.
Well, I don't know.
We have 15 seconds. Do the outro. 10 seconds.
See you guys soon. Talk to you soon. Be safe. seconds 5. Yeah, no. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.
See you in the next one.